DeFi exploits caused $474 million in losses in 2024. Contracts audited by the Audit Bank contributed nothing to that total. Today we're cracking open Stellar's Audit Bank, a community initiative that has deployed over $3 million to support developers building on Soroban. Our biggest fear when building decentralized systems on DeFi is a security breach, with losses of user funds. As a developer, you don't want to be responsible for that one line of unchecked code, which leads to millions of dollars going missing. But security audits are expensive and out of reach for most developers trying to bootstrap their projects. Wrong. Developers building on Stellar may be eligible to get initial and ongoing support to cover the cost of their audits. Traditionally, securing an audit means navigating a maze of contracts, waiting lists, and email negotiations, often while racing towards a launch deadline. The Audit Bank eliminates this barrier by giving projects access to a curated roster of leading audit firms. Organizations like Satura, Coderina, Halborn, Oak, Ottersec, Runtime Verification, Spearbit, Veridis, and Zelic. If your project is building a financial service, infrastructure dependency, or a high-traction dApp, backed by the Stellar Community Fund, the Audit Bank aims to assign you one of these audit firms within 2 weeks of submitting your request. This timeline is considerably faster than what's typical in the broader ecosystem, dramatically accelerating the go-to-market timelines without sacrificing diligence. Professional security audits are expensive, with upfront costs in the tens of thousands of dollars for a major firm, and this can be a major hurdle for startups without VC funding. The Stellar model takes a different approach. Projects contribute just 5% of the quoted audit cost up front. This small co-payment creates a commitment, but if your team fixes all the critical high and medium severity bugs within 20 business days, that 5% payment is refunded in full. So the developers don't end up paying anything. The Audit Bank doesn't treat the audit itself as the start of the process. It begins well before that. Before your code is ever handed off to the external audit firm, your team receives structured support, including stride-based threat modeling sessions, access to static analyzers and formal verification tools, engineering checklists drawn from past incidents and vulnerabilities. The result? Projects that complete these pre-audit steps have had 32% fewer issues found during formal review, reducing the back and forth, speeding up audit timelines, and minimizing the bottlenecks on the road to mainnet. Because the Audit Bank is open source at heart, the playbook continues to evolve. You can view all the previous audits online, and that makes for interesting reading if you're a smart contract developer. The ability to learn from other people's mistakes is a rare superpower. If you are building on Stellar and you're interested in having an audit for your project, getting started is straightforward. Simply send an email to sorobanaudits@stellar.org, and after a brief scoping call, you'll submit documentation such as architecture diagrams, test suites, plans, etc. And the Stellar team will assess your project's scope, determine eligibility, and then connect you with an auditing team. Once your project crosses the adoption milestones of $10 million and $100 million in TVL, follow-up audits become completely free, expanding into formal verification and deeper threat assessments. In a space where hundreds of millions of dollars are lost to preventable bugs and rushed deployments, Stellar's Audit Bank demonstrates what's possible when security is treated as a foundational layer and not just an expensive luxury. It is a model that rewards diligence, accelerates innovation, and helps developers ship responsibly, a shining example of Stellar's commitment to the developers building on Soroban.